Imagine standing on the rocky cliffs of Monterey Bay, the waves crashing violently against jagged stone. The Pacific stretches out endlessly before you, cold, black, and unforgiving. But in the distance, something stirs. A shape too large to be a fish, too sinuous to be a whale, and far too menacing to be dismissed as a mere illusion. This is the story of the Monster of Monterey, a terrifying sea creature that allegedly surfaced from the abyss in 1925, leaving scientists, fishermen, and eyewitnesses baffled, horrified, and forever haunted. This isn't just a tale of one strange sighting. It's a chilling reminder of the uncharted mysteries that lurk beneath the ocean's surface. Monterey Bay, California, a place known today for its natural beauty, rich marine life, and world-famous aquarium. But beneath its picturesque surface lies one of the deepest submarine canyons on Earth, the Monterey Submarine Canyon, plunging nearly 2 miles down. To marine biologists, this canyon is a gateway to undiscovered creatures. To fishermen in the early 20th century, it was a place of both wealth and terror, because while the ocean could provide food and fortune, it could also deliver something far darker. The story begins in July 1925, when a group of fishermen in Monterey Bay witnessed something extraordinary. While working offshore, they spotted a massive, writhing carcass floating near the surface. The fishermen quickly towed the body toward shore, eager to see what they had discovered. As they drew closer, the enormity of the creature became clear. It measured around 20 feet long. It had a long snake-like body, a head shaped like a horse with what seemed like an elongated neck. Rows of sharp, pointed teeth protruded from its jaws. When the fishermen pulled the corpse onto the beach, crowds gathered, horrified by the beast. Some claim it resembled a serpent from myth. Others swore it looked like a prehistoric monster, a relic of a bygone age that should not exist. The carcass would later be dubbed the Monster of Monterey. News spread quickly. Local newspapers ran with sensational headlines calling it a sea serpent, and even suggesting it was proof that prehistoric monsters still lurked in the depths. Some journalists compared the creature to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, which had just begun stirring interest in Scotland around the same era. For Americans, this was our own sea monster, tangible proof that the ocean still concealed terrors. But the photographs and reports of the body were strangely inconsistent. Some said it looked like a massive eel, others said it had fins like a fish, and a few even insisted it was a reptilian nightmare from the Jurassic era. Of course, scientists tried to explain it. Marine biologists from the time examined reports and offered their theories. Some suggested it was a basking shark, mutilated by decay so badly that it looked serpentine. Others argued it was an oarfish, a deep-sea fish that can grow up to 36 feet long and has an eel-like body. A few more radical voices claimed it might be a plesiosaur, an ancient marine reptile thought to have gone extinct 65 million years ago. The truth, however, was never firmly established. No official specimen was preserved. No bones remain. Only stories, conflicting reports, and blurry photographs, most of which have been lost or disputed. From here, the story enters the realm of legend. Some locals insisted the monster wasn't dead at all, that others of its kind still lived in the canyon, surfacing only rarely. Fishermen whispered about seeing long shapes slithering just under the waves, or hearing splashes that couldn't be explained by whales or sharks. Myths sprang up, connecting the creature to Native American legends of giant water serpents, said to live in the Pacific and emerge when disturbed. Some even speculated it was tied to tales of Naga-like serpent deities across cultures worldwide, proof of a universal fear of the deep. The Monster of Monterey isn't unique. Across the world, reports of sea serpents and massive ocean beasts have haunted coastal communities. The Gloucester sea serpent, 1817. Hundreds claimed to see a long, serpent-like creature off Massachusetts. The Cataborosaurus, Catty, reported in British Columbia, with descriptions eerily similar to Monterey's monster. And the oarfish legends in Japan, believed to be harbingers of earthquakes, massive oarfish were mistaken for dragons. Could Monterey's monster be part of the same phenomenon? A recurring encounter with deep-sea creatures we barely understand? Or something stranger, perhaps a remnant species surviving in the hidden canyons of the Pacific? Today, most scientists lean toward the oarfish theory, a deep-sea animal rarely seen alive but occasionally washing up. Their sheer size, ribbon-like bodies, and strange appearance could easily inspire monster stories. Yet, skeptics point out, oarfish don't have horse-like heads. They don't have massive jaws of teeth. Something about the eyewitness reports simply doesn't fit. Modern cryptozoologists who study creatures at the edge of science argue that dismissing such sightings too quickly is dangerous. After all, the giant squid was once dismissed as myth until it was photographed alive in 2004. If the giant squid was real all along, could something even stranger still lurk in Monterey Canyon? Even without the monster, Monterey Bay is home to the strange and the alien. Colossal jellyfish with glowing tendrils, transparent creatures with organs visible through their skin, sharks, whales, and squids, engaged in epic battles in the dark. It is a reminder that the ocean is not a tame, predictable place. It is a realm of constant discovery, where myths can suddenly become real. So what was the Monster of Monterey? A decayed shark mistaken for a beast? An oarfish brought up from the depths? Or a living fossil? A creature from another age, briefly surfacing before retreating forever into the abyss? We may never know. The carcass is gone, the photographs are scarce, and the witnesses are long dead. But the ocean still keeps its secrets, and every time a strange shadow passes beneath a boat in Monterey Bay, every time an unseen splash echoes in the night, the question lingers. It's the monster still out there. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the mystery of the Monterey monster, don't let the legend sink into the depths. Subscribe for more terrifying tales, unexplained mysteries, and chilling documentaries from the shadows of history. Like this video if you believe the ocean still hides ancient secrets. And comment below, do you think the Monster of Monterey was real or just another trick of the sea? Because remember, sometimes the greatest horrors aren't in haunted houses or cursed forests. Sometimes they are waiting for us in the cold, dark waters just below the surface. Have a great night.